This is an introduction for the second project in this course, which is to create a type specimen sheet. It's really cool to research typefaces. I know you all probably have your favorites, ones that you kind of go to all the time, or maybe you're really not sure still, what typeface fits what project, and maybe you haven't really explored a lot of different ones and you kind of just use the same ones, or, possibly the ones that are default. So this is really kind of an introduction to different typefaces, and you'll do an even more thorough type specimen book in typography 2, but this is kind of a quick introduction to different typefaces. And so what you're going to do is you're going to be assigned a typeface as well as a type term, and I'll go over that in a little bit. But you want to make sure, and I think I've done well in choosing typefaces for you. The typefaces will a lot of times have a bunch of different weights. So they're more type families. And I know you probably have heard me say this in my feedback, find a typeface that has a lot of different weights. It's really a good way to be able to show visual hierarchy within your type. I don't think there's any design that I've ever done where I haven't had a regular or a light and then a bold for different things that I want to emphasize, or even an italic. You'll see me use those all the time, even the way I design my Blackboard courses. So, really, it's really important. And I think a lot of times type designers do, like, the really good typefaces, not, your free kind of crappy typefaces that you can find on Defont. But good typeface designers will give you access to at least 4 different weights, regular, bold, italic, and italic. And then each one of you will be assigned a type term. So ascender, kerning, descender, that type of thing. And so you'll, show the typeface. You'll show some research on the typeface. You'll show the typeface and all the different weights. Maybe show some glyphs. Maybe their typeface has some cool dingbats. Maybe it's got a really cool lowercase g that you want to show. But basically what this is type designers will design a specimen that they'll use to try to get people to buy their typefaces. So, they want these specimens to look really cool. Look at this cool stuff you can do with my typeface. You also are going to be limited to only using 2 colors. So you can do any 2 color combination with black, pink, yellow, and blue. So you can see in the examples here, you can use yellow and black, pink and yellow, blue and yellow. You could use pink and blue, pink and black, etc. We're not using red for this, so kind of ignore the red one. And then your size is going to be, I think it's down here, 10.25 by 16.25 inches. You can only do portrait orientation, but I will allow you to either do this in InDesign or Illustrator. And you can see here, this is how I want you to build those colors in CMYK. Basically, that's sort of the introduction. I am going to post another video with some type specimen inspiration that you can see the ways different type designers design their type specimens. And then I'll go to this document. If I close this, you'll see that I do have the assigned typefaces. So make sure you look up your assigned typeface and your type term. You cannot switch. You cannot choose a different typeface. And I think every typeface that I chose is available on Adobe Fonts. If you find that it's not, let me know, but I'm pretty sure they are. So that's a really quick introduction to Project 2. I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email.